have you ever went somewhere to buy something and, you couldn't find what you were looking for? So all of a sudden, maybe you're at a big department store, you could be at the hardware store, and you're like looking around for a certain person to help you out. Am I right? Yeah. And I mean, you look at this person, you're like, do you work here? Nah, no, I don't work here. And what you're looking for is the person that's wearing a uniform, right? And let's just say you're over at the hardware store and they wear that orange uniform. All you're looking for is somebody that has that orange uniform. I travel a lot. I'm on airplanes. If I'm thirsty and I need a drink, I know who to look for, the flight attendant. And how can I tell who the flight attendant is? They have a uniform on. No doubt, right? What about you? Do you have a uniform? Because that's what we're going to talk about right now is the first impression. And the first impression is how you look. It's your energy. It's how you feel. And I believe, and I still believe this, and I've been selling cars since 1994. I still think this is the best first impression you'll ever see. It's right here. And if I want to bring it down, I could take my jacket off. I could take my tie off. I could roll my sleeves up. But I'm telling you right now, if you dress down, you're going to have a dress down attitude. It doesn't matter whether you're on the West Coast, the East Coast, you're in the Midwest, the Mid-East. Doesn't matter if you're over in the cowboy country. You need to look like a pro, and you need to make sure that your first impression is your best impression. So before you leave home, look in the mirror and say to yourself, is this the best that I can look today? Do I look my best? Because I want to make sure that your first impression lasts. L-A-S-T, which means look like a pro, act like a pro, sound like a pro, and think like a pro. Look, act, sound, and think like a pro. How does a pro look? Like this. Shoes are shined, right? Shirts are pressed. Maybe you have a tie. Maybe you don't wear a tie. That's fine. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you, I want you to look the very best, right? You want to make sure that everything is pressed and clean. Yeah, but we like the casual look around our place. That's probably the reason for that is because you're casually selling maybe 6, 8, 10, and every now and then you got somebody that sells maybe 12, 15, or 20 a month, but I'm not into the casual look. This is what I believe is the best way to look when it comes to selling new vehicles. Listen, do you want to sell 20 cars a month? Do you want to sell 25 or 30? If you're going to sell 30 cars a month, give or take, if each car is worth about $30,000, that's $900,000 a month in like gross sales. You times that by 12. I don't even know the math, but it sure sounds like a big number. Don't you think you need to look like a pro? What about acting like a pro? Do you think that a lot of the pros stand outside in the huddle? That's not how pros look. It's not like you drive by the police station and there's 5 guys standing out in front smoking, choking, cussing, spitting, how they beat up somebody and put them in jail for, jaywalking. I don't think so, folks. I don't even know where that came from, guys. But acting like a pro is always being prepared and looking professional. Sounding like a pro. Cut the trade slang down, seriously. Come on, guys, gals. Get rid of that crap. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, what are you on your trade? Yeah, I think I owe like 12 grand. Oh, man, you're upside down, dude. Oh, whoa, really? Yeah. Well, you're buried, and if you're selling boats, you would just say, you guys are really underwater. Or if they come in and they're driving an old bucket, you can't say something like this. Gee, I thought Santa was the only guy that drove a sled. Seriously, cut out the car slang and the car crap. Get rid of that. Be professional. If somebody is upside down in their loan, it's easy to come back and just say, folks, you're coming out of your contract a little early, and there's going to be a difference. So we're talking about looking, acting, sounding, and then thinking like a professional. How does a professional think? Always thinking about, what am I doing right now that's going to help me sell a car? Is this the right activity that's going to lead me to a sale? Am I doing the most productive activity that's leading to my sale right now? So that's the first impression. So what I want you to do is I want you to turn off your phone, right? And I want you to look at yourself. And I want you to rate yourself from 1 to 10. From your shoes up to the top of your head. Do you look like a 10? If not, why not? And then do something about it later on today or tomorrow so that when you come to work tomorrow, your customer looks at you and says, I want to buy a car from you.